Hello, world. Quick little conversation. I want to speak about. I ain't got no presentation, no video. I'm going straight in. You feel me? Damn, I had a water. So, let me just get this camera straight and sit up. Hold on. So, I won't move around. My ass finna get a gym. For real. Fuck that. Oh, so today what I want to talk about is, have you studied the person that you are dealing with? Have you noticed anything about that person? Anything in particular? Does that person have any goals? Does that person have anything that they would like to do? They say everybody has a hobby or a what's the other word? What's the word? You got a hobby and you got purpose. So the person you're dealing with, does that person have a hobby and a purpose? Or are they just floating along with whatever goes on in the world as we speak? And I asked it because a lot of people in life today, as we speak, are dealing with people who do not know where the hell they're going. Sad to say, but you gotta think. 1 year from now, are you gonna be at the same job? Are you gonna be at the same residence? 5 years from now, are you gonna be at the same job, same residence, dealing with the same person, dealing with the same issues? Are you gonna fix these issues within this year? A lot of people like to put things off until the next year, not realizing that when you put stuff off, like the New Year's resolution, you're gonna do this differently, you're gonna do that differently, and then the New Year comes, you don't do nothing differently, bro. That's not being consistent with yourself and your self well being. And that's when we have a lot of people who wish they shoulda, coulda, woulda, because putting it off until the next day, until the next month, until the next year continues to be a, a build up, a pattern, a complex. So when you develop this pattern, eventually you're going to look back 10, 20, 30, 40 years going to pass by, and you're going to be saying to yourself, well, I could have, should have, would have, this, that, and the third, however many years ago, and I did not do it. Let me tell you something. I didn't know nothing about credit until last year. I didn't know nothing about getting into stocks. I didn't know nothing about getting into bonds. I didn't know nothing about nothing until we got quarantined. And I'll be honest with you, that's the best thing that ever happened in my life. Us being in quarantine showed me what I need to do with myself to better my situation for myself. Man, if you like to do something, monetize it. If you like to wash cars, become a detailing company. If you like to work on cars, become a mechanic. Bro, there's ways you can monetize whatever you like to do. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't want to put the forefront effort and work into monetizing things. Why? I don't know, but it's just what they choose not to do. I personally feel like I would do that. I can't speak on the rest of it. But back to what I was saying, knowing the person that you're dealing with, people tend to drag extra baggage from old relationships into new relationships. People tend to cling on to things or belongings or people from X situations and try to compare them to the person that they're dealing with at the moment. And what happens then is you're not getting what you're used to getting from the person before, and it creates a problem because once the mind frame has adapted to the person that you are used to dealing with, the person that the mind frame knows, okay, this person was a superior person in my life. They meant something. It don't matter unless the next person is great at something that can over overtake that. Bro, it's gonna be hard to deal with a person. who been through it for real. Like you have no you have no idea how many people run through dates and relationships in a year just off of the fact of what comes along with the situation. You got baby mamas that still got ties to their baby daddies. You got baby mamas that still got ties to their ex boyfriend. You got girlfriends that still got ties to their ex boyfriend. You got males that still got ties to their ex girlfriends, their wives, their baby mamas. You know what I'm saying? I forgot husbands for the girls, for the females. When a person leave an imprint in your life, it makes it hard for you to move on, bro. It makes it really freaking hard. And like I said, the new situation, if it ain't equal to adding up, this one you got to do your math now. If it's not equal to or adding up to be better than that last situation, bro, you in a lose situation. And then why would you want to do something to be better than the last person that person was dealing with when you'll start to lose yourself? You'll start to forget your main purpose. You'll start to forget that what you're supposed to be doing in life because you're sitting here worried about is this other person happy that I'm dealing with, when the case of the fact of the matter is to be that you need to be worried about if you're happy. Because if that person still worried about the last thing that was great to them, you can try to make them happy. They'll smile for that moment, but come on, let's be truthful. That shit ain't gonna. No. No matter how you try to look at it, no matter how you try to fix it up, dress it up, make it look real nice, it's not gonna play out the way you want it to play out, partner. Like for real. People need to really study and dig into the information and the knowing who they're dealing with before it's too late. Then you lose yourself. You know what I'm saying? You lose time with yourself. Then you sitting here stuck. You could have bettered your situation, became a more high value male, female. You could have, you know what I'm saying, became the greatest version of you. Then when you get up to a certain version of you and you get some status and some, you work out, you got your energy, your health and everything taken care of, your physicals, your mental, you know what I'm saying, your spirit, spiritual. You get all of that taken care of, man, let me tell you. You can weed out who comes along and tries to deal you a hand of bullshit. And I say that because you pretty much already know what's coming to you. When you working on yourself and you are in tune with yourself and you're dealing with yourself, you will come to realize that this person ain't no good for me because they do this and I don't like that. This person ain't no good for me because they still dealing with this and I don't like that. This person might be alright, but they gotta show me something. They gotta work for it. Then if they don't work for it, see, we wasting a lot of time because we not studying who we're dealing with. This don't even go as far as a relationship. This also goes as far as friendships too. Because let me tell you, a lot of people have a lot of funky, fucked up. Let me phrase it for you too. A lot of people have a lot of messed up friendships, partnerships, businesses with people who they had no business dealing with in the first place. Catch that. A lot of people have a lot of I can't get my words out. A lot of people deal with a lot of people that they don't need no business dealing with. And it ruins friendships, it ruins business, it ruins everything because they didn't study. Like, why would you go hire somebody to work for you that you know can't keep a job? Why would you be partners with somebody who you know ain't gonna pay that bill back? Like I'm gonna talk street talk. I'm a street talker because street money worldwide. Rest in peace, bankroll. Alright, let me put it like this, and this runs in the business world too. Say you got a homeboy Y'all go half on a bag. You know you gonna put that wax in. You gonna get that money back. And even if you can't, you working or whatever you doing to suppress that, to keep up with that. You gonna add the funds for what's missed, and you gonna make it back. The other person is just average Joe. All they doing is hustling. That's all they know. They ain't got no work. So you sitting there doing your thing. They sitting there not doing their thing. Y'all go half on the bag. You get yours. You get your end and some. You straight. Your partner can't pay back. He either tricking the bag off. She either tricking the bag off. Or they doing something with the bag. They doing something they ain't got no business doing with the bag. Payday come. You pay your half. Your partner ain't got the other half. You wondering what the hell? Thought you was doing well. This is the shit that we deal with in life. This is not just for the street world. This, and you know, it's consequences, repercussions, anything. That's a whole other subject I want to get into. But I'm just saying, this is the things that we deal with in today's world. It not only works for the streets, it also works in the business world. We go into business dealings with people who are not business minded whatsoever, who do not have the ability to, or do not want to learn the ability to deal with different people on different aspects and ratios, different levels of life. Don't we deal with people who don't know how to deal with people like that, you know? And it fails a lot of things, and it causes a lot of mishaps. And on a business scale, it can cost you a lot of money if you're not careful. So I guess this message, and more so today, is simply just stating, know who you're dealing with and what you're dealing with before you deal with it. Excuse my vulgar language. I can't help it. Sometimes it just slips. I come from a place of pain and a lot of misery, and I'm working on myself to better myself and my situation. So I may abruptly blurt out some profanity usage, charge it to my head and not my heart. I can't help it. Sometimes I just have to express myself, and that's the best way I can. Because when you're dealing with the situation that I talk about, I've been through these situations, and sometimes I probably am still going through these situations. So that's why I got the knowledge to speak on. So with that being said, like I said, the message for today is pretty much: do you know who you're dealing with? And that's just that on it. And with that being said, I really hope that you do your due diligence and you look into who or what you're dealing with, so you will know and be prepared for whatever comes your way. That's all I got for today. Little Bill 43 checking out. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll be back on another banger soon.